You can delay a lot of things. A conversation, a decision, a reckoning you keep promising yourself you'll handle when things settle. You can pile noise on top of it, work, entertainment, errands that suddenly feel urgent, and for a while, the weight shifts just enough that you almost forget what you're carrying. Almost. Truth doesn't chase you down the hallway with raised voices. It prefers quieter roads. It waits inside your body, the tight jaw, the shallow breath, the sleepless 2 a.m. It waits in patterns that keep repeating, in choices that look different on the surface but end the same way. It waits in the silence after the joke, in the pause after "I'm fine," in the moment right before you turn the lights off and there's nothing else left to distract you. You can bargain with it, give it new names, soften its edges, draft better explanations. You can build a case airtight enough to convince your friends and nearly convince yourself. But convincing isn't the same as peace. Peace is what shows up when your story and your reality finally sit in the same chair. We fear truth because we confuse it with punishment, as if the moment we face it, a gavel falls and the sentence begins. But truth's first language isn't condemnation, it's orientation. It tells you where you are, not to shame you, but so you can decide where to go from here. A map isn't cruel for pointing out the wrong turn, it's kind for refusing to pretend you're somewhere else. Think about the times you tried to outrun it. You changed cities, you changed jobs, you changed the type of person you dated. For a few months, the air felt lighter. New scenery, new conversations, fresh energy. Then, quietly, the same feeling you left behind found you again. Not because life is against you, but because truth is for you. It refuses to let you live a life that doesn't fit, even if the ill fit looks impressive to everyone watching. Sometimes the truth returns as a question you can't unhear. Is this love or just habit? Is this success or just approval? Is this peace or just exhaustion finally going quiet? Sometimes it returns as a limit, your body saying no more when your mind keeps saying one more week. Sometimes it returns as an opportunity that only makes sense if you're honest about what you actually want. And sometimes it returns as loss, because what we wouldn't release gently has to leave another way. The brave work isn't to make truth arrive, it's already on its way. The work is to meet it without armor, to let it say what it came to say and resist the reflex to negotiate. Start small if you have to. Tell the truth to yourself on paper. Say it out loud in an empty room and notice which part of your body finally relaxes. Then tell it to one safe person, the kind who listens more than they fix. Watch how reality, when named, stops roaring and starts becoming something you can move with. This doesn't mean every truth feels good. Some ask you to end things you wanted to keep. Some ask you to apologize where you hoped to be applauded. Some ask you to begin again when you are tired of beginning. But even the hard ones carry mercy. They stop the leak. They end the spin. They hand your energy back to you, no longer paying interest on avoidance. If you're living in a story that costs too much to maintain, the bill will arrive. If you're wearing a version of yourself that no longer fits, the seams will tear. If you're calling fear wisdom and numbness peace, the cracks will show. Not to expose you, but to invite you. Because what returns isn't here to ruin your life, it's here to give you one. To clear the fog so you can walk where your feet actually stand. To make your yes mean yes and your no mean no. To align your inside and your outside until they stop arguing. You can wait if you want. You can add more layers, gather more evidence, ask for one more sign. But the quiet you keep hoping to find on the other side of avoidance is waiting on the other side of honesty. And when you're ready, when you finally stop running, you'll notice something simple and unmistakable. The anxiety eases, the story straightens, and the next step appears. Not all the steps, just the next one, which is all you ever needed. The truth always returns, not to corner you, but to call you home.